Alright, we're back. So I got the hone, same one we used on the lifter. To turn the OD down a little bit here, crank her on down. A little bit of oil in the shaft. Okay, that's it, fall off. Okay, I'm going to put a little tension on this. Feels pretty round. Okay. Hand lapped. Okay, nice and smooth now. I gotta clean it up really good, get all that off of there because we don't want that going in our crank. So we want to do that. Okay, next problem is the pinion shaft. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can find me something to cut that with. I'll be back. Okay, working on my bushing here, trying to find something to use. I went and measured the shaft. The shaft is 820 is what's sitting on it. It's not hitting on the gear, it's hitting on the actual spline of the shaft, which are these four little things sticking up here. So when you put the straight edge on there, you can see how it's above the gear, see? The gear would have clearance. There's not a lot there, but there's probably about 20 thou at least there. So that's what I need to sink it down. And it's 820 in diameter. So I'm digging through all my junk over here looking for a counterbore to use. And these ones here have a radius cut on them, but that's about 900, well, about 870 I think is my diameter. We do the radius. This one here is more straight. This isn't 5/8, so it's too small. So these are different ones here. So digging through all my stuff. So I found this one, which is 870, and it's got a radius on each side. So when we're all done, it's probably about 830, 840 on the flat, which would work fine for what we're needing. And I dug through my pilots in here. Years ago I bought every size that they made. And it just so happens, there's the one I need right there. 5/8 OD, 3/16 shank to fit inside of the counterbore. So this should work. So, looks like we might look out and have what I need. And that would pilot off that hole just perfect. See? And I can either use the end mill or the hand drill up there to power down. Because it'd be hard to make an elaborate holding fixture to hold this thing flat. That'd be more effort I want to put into it, really. A lot more effort. Okay, so now I gotta figure out what this is. See how close I got. Woohoo! First try. Alright. So you want to make sure you're on the flat. All the way down. It locks it in so it stays put. There you go. That's a piloted counterbore. Exactly what we needed. Boom, boom, boom. Work like a champ. So I can use the, like I can use a hand drill, or I can use the machine. Either way, it's going to be fun. Alright, good to have extra stuff. That's why you buy lots of tooling. You never know when you need what you need. Okay, so I'm going to try the hand method. I think I might have better control with the hand. Not by much though. Less chance of doing damage. It definitely will not rip things out of your hand over here. Okay, I need to put this down to protect the polish a little bit. Okay. This out of my way a little bit. A little elbow room. Lots of elbow room. Close enough. Ah, that was sharp. Right on top. Goes relatively straight. Okay, so put the oil on the shaft. Not too concerned about, or the pilot, not too concerned about the cutting edge being lubed. Get out of my way. I want to make sure we cut more this way, because that's where it's rubbing. Initially it looks like it's cutting how I want it to. Let's cut more on this side here than that side. A little more on this way than that way, which probably is not what I needed, but for the first attempt that wasn't too awful bad, I don't think. Gotta get a feel for the tool. Definitely going down. Okay. Feels like it's down there about 20th thou or so now. There you go, looks pretty good. Still got a little bit of a chamfer on there because I didn't cut more on the chamfer. Until you cut the chamfer well, you're not making any difference at all on anything that matters. The gear is still going to hit on the outside edge, if it ever does hit. We're just eliminating the shaft from hitting. Like I said, it's down there a little ways. See, I'm not sure how much it's hitting by. I think I'll go a little bit deeper. That way if it hits, the gear will hit and not the shaft. It definitely feels deeper on this side than that side, so that's not good. Push a little bit the other way. It evens it up a lot better. Alright, I think we got what we need. Still nice and lubricated, so it's not going to hurt the bushing any. If that was dry, it would be affecting the bushing a little bit. So there's a new tool I've never needed before. Now, this is a very specialized tool, so I'm going to put it over my drawer over there, so if I ever need it again, I'll have it. And it's still nice and sharp, so it cuts good. That's important. Alright, it's nice and dirty now, so I gotta go clean this all up. We'll be back. Okay, there's the cover, looks like all cleaned up. File the top edge, knock off the burr from the top. You can see how deep it is there. So this is what that looks like. That's after it's all been honed. So I think we got every little trick in the book we tried now. Let's see if it might actually work this time. Be different, huh? I'll go ahead and mark the counterbore here with some red. That way I can tell if it's still rubbing on that. It'll be freshly red. All right. Still putting everything on dry. Stay down. Okay. Over there. Should be enough. Okay, moment of truth. Is it going to work or not? Yeah, it's better. Still doesn't come up all the way though. Probably half of it went away. Still more than I like. Yeah, well. Still won't come up by itself. It's an even drag, but it's a drag. Oh well. Pull it out again. Figure out what the next thing we're going to do is. I can go back to do some more reaming, I think. That was helping also. So there's more than one thing wrong. Getting to the point I'll almost run it, but I'm not just there yet. There's no rub marks on there, so that's a plus. Alright. I think I'm going to go over there and hit it some more in the reamer. Put it away. Alright. Give it another shot. Hopefully at some point we're going to get it. Or we're going to break it. Whatever comes first. Okay. Which way is it hitting? Hard to tell. Definitely getting well burnished in there. Getting nice and shiny. Alright, so we're not really taking metal per se out. We're just kind of mushing it around a little bit. That's what burnishing is. Just kind of shoving it from one side to the other a little bit. If that just dropped right down, you know it'd be good, but we're not that happy. Not that good. So even just being on there, it's a little draggy. Definitely a lot less. Definitely more clearance it had before. Throw a little ink in there. Get some kind of an idea where the hell the thing's actually hitting. Can't really tell, so if I put lapping compound that'd be perfect, but the problem is lapping compound would stay in the bushing, it would never go away and kill it. But I do have some special lapping compound that probably would be alright to use. It's made for doing stuff like this. Never actually used it before on these, but it is what it's made for. Don't know if I'm quite there yet for doing that. Normal lapping compound embeds into the bushing and it stays there. Eventually it will wear away, but it'll cut way more than you want. It'll go in the rest of the motor too, which is not good. The other stuff, it kind of eats itself up and disappears. It's made out of a softer material that breaks away. Definitely dragging. Yeah. Just don't like it. Alright. I think I'm leaning toward replacing the bushing instead of keep kicking with it. Don't know. That's only about a 50-50 at best fixing things. Usually when you got misalignments, they stay misaligned. see where it's hitting. So it's definitely hitting pretty much all the way across the top here. You see how the paint, the ink is gone. Over here it's barely hitting, but it's still going away. It's going full circle all the way around. And then it gets a little bit heavier here, and it digs into the top, and then goes straight on into the bush and about all the way in again. So it's definitely not a happy camper. Yeah. Definitely starting to get loose. Three. That's way too tight. I think these shafts are a little oversized, the problem. It's not helping. Alright, I'll be back.